What up, fam? It's your boy, Slenderboy 2024, streaming to you live, as always, sitting in my driveway, looking at a stick, talking to you about drugs. Oh, okay, we'll get to the drugs. We'll get to the drugs, fam. Oh, no. This sounds so bad out of context. Okay, you clicked on the video because of the title. We will get to all of that. First things first, let me back up. I need to address something. So, I've been getting so many messages. I've been getting so many DMs on Xbox Live, and everyone's been saying, Slenderboy, what the hell? Where the F is the Borderlands movie review? You promised us. You promised us you'd see this terrible movie, and you'd have a video tearing it apart, tearing it to shreds. Where is it? And you know what? You guys are totally right, and I feel so bad, and I wanted to explain what's going on. I don't know. I don't know when this will be resolved. As you guys know, your boy is not the most tech savvy person under the sun, and I'm having some issues. Let me explain. So, believe it or not, I recorded 2 videos on the same night. I saw Borderlands. I recorded the Borderlands movie review, and that same night I recorded the Change My Mind episode about whether or not it's okay for a grown man to have friends. And I uploaded both videos the same night. And the Change My Mind, it was a little longer. It was almost 20 minutes, so it took a little longer to upload, but it uploaded basically the same night. The movie review, it is out of control. I'll admit I went way too long. I had so much to say about that movie, apparently. I didn't even realize, but I checked the time code, and the video was about an hour and 10 minutes long. It was way too long. It was way too freaking long. Oh, and of course, here we go. Ralphie C showing up in the chat. Yeah, way too long. That's what she said. Way too long. Too long. That's. I'm still working on my Ralphie voice. I guess that was more Beavis and Butthead. So sorry about that. I told you guys, I'm no good at voices. you heard my Batman, my cringe Batman. Anyway, but the video, I think that's why I broke YouTube. I basically I just broke YouTube because my video was so long and I couldn't handle it, because it's been several days, and I went on my dashboard, looked at the videos. It is still uploading. It is up to 48% after several days, chat. I don't think this video is happening. I'm still gonna work on it. Fingers crossed, maybe it goes up eventually. If need be, I will re-record a shorter review and post it. That's a shame though if I have to do that, because there was some real gold in that other video. I had visual aids. I had all this shit, guys. You would have loved it. So if I can, I'll salvage that video, but I don't know. Anyway, getting back to the point of this video, I am responding to a comment in the chat. Let me scroll up in the chat, left by Susan, long-time fan and contributor, Susan. She had this to say: Slenderboy, it's okay to post a funny movie review now and then, but have you ever thought about what you could do to better the community? Could you post something for the children, or something to help with the community in general? Perhaps you could post an abstinence video, or some sort of anti-drug PSA. Oh, okay, so kind of like an after-school special type of thing. Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen. I'm really trying to vary up my content on the channel. I'll have some videos with some more adult-oriented humor. I'll have some videos that are more for the kids, that the kids at home can enjoy. Because I know some people, they like to show my videos to their kids. So let's make something appropriate for Junior to watch. But I'll always be upfront about that. I'll put that either in the title or in the description if it's a more of a family-friendly version of the video or not. This is not family-friendly per se, because obviously we're talking about drugs and stuff, but it is something that children, I'd say, in high school, like young adults should watch this. Just like any of the other PSAs out there, it's for their benefit. So yeah, Susan, she's not asking too much. Every once in a while, I should just do something that might be charitable, or might help someone in some way. It might be educational, and then I can go back to the goofy shit, talking about whatever, video games or aliens or whatever. But anyway, let me give some backstory on myself, because I am least qualified person to talk about this subject. Your boy is not qualified. I'll explain why. I will explain why. But I have to go into my high school's health program, how they handled it. I don't want to throw any real people or places under the bus, so I'm just going to call it, let's just call my school, we'll say I went to Hogwarts. I went to Hogwarts. There's my wand. There's my wand right there, guys. There's my Elder Wand that I used to kill Lord Voldemort. I went to Hogwarts, and over at Hogwarts, our health class was weird. So the way, I'll get to my class. Let's talk about the program. The program was weird. So you couldn't do gym and health at the same time for some reason. It was an either or situation. So if you were taking gym that semester, or excuse me, that marking period, you could not take health, or vice versa. So for some reason, in my case, I had gym for 3 out of 4 marking periods of the year, and then the 4th marking period I had health. Yeah, so 3 out of 4 marking periods, I'm just tossing the football, playing volleyball. I mean, I loved it. I loved playing volleyball. I loved playing dodgeball and all that stuff. That was great. But as far as like my education, I wasn't learning jack shit. I wasn't learning anything. And like all this really important stuff about like sex and drugs and like the human body and like puberty and like everything like got crammed into one semester, or excuse me, one marking period, because I don't know why they did it like that. It was terrible. You were cramming a year's worth of content into 1/4 of the year. It was insane. It was insane. I mean, it was an impossible task, and I think that's why my health teacher had the kind of approach that he had. Again, I'm not giving any real names, but I had an older gentleman as my teacher. Let's just call him, Mr. Don't Give a Shits. So Mr. Don't Give a Shits, he just, like, he was so burnt out. He just, he had that monotone, droning voice. He was so burnt out. He might have been on drugs. For all I know, he maybe that's why he was qualified to be a health teacher, because he took all these drugs. I don't know. But he just didn't care. And I mean, it was an impossible task, so I get it. You can't fit all of that content into one marking period, so he didn't even try. Like, I don't remember us ever cracking open our health textbooks, not once. All he did was he showed us Alice in Wonderland, the Disney animated classic. I mean, he showed us a bunch of videos like I'm sure you've seen that commercial, like, this is your brain on drugs, like with the egg in the frying pan. He showed us stuff like that, but he showed us Alice in Wonderland, and he broke it into pieces over several classes. And then when we finished it, I mean, we didn't have his class for very long. Like I said, it was only one marking period. We would just watch other adaptations of Alice in Wonderland. And maybe you could argue, okay, well, Alice in Wonderland, she's like growing and shrinking, and it's all psychedelic and hallucinogenic. So like maybe the whole movie's a drug metaphor, that type of thing. He never said that. I'm giving him too much credit now. There was no point. No, I'm giving him too much credit. There was no like discussion like that. He just wanted an excuse to show us a movie and go in the back of the room and sleep with the newspaper over his face. like that's literally what he did. That's literally what he did. He would just turn on the movie, go in the back, go right to sleep. And then at the end of the class, the bell would wake him up, and that would be that. So that's my health education, guys. So I really love that movie. I mean, I watched it like 7 times. So yeah, the Alice in Wonderland, one of my top 10 movies for sure. But anyway. So in response to Susan's request, I'm going to do an anti-drug PSA. I don't know about abstinence. I need to find a dictionary and look up that word, because I don't know what that word means. But yeah, I don't know about abstinence. But yeah, we're going to do an anti-drug PSA. Here we go. So I thought about like buying actual cigarettes for the video. But I don't smoke, obviously, and I don't want to give the tobacco companies any money. So these are just some candy cigarettes I found at my local candy shop. But that's pretty good. Yeah, I got one right here. Yeah, that'll work. That's pretty good. Anyway, so there have been many videos of this type released before. I'm gonna take a slightly different track with this one. Oh, hold up. Yeah, hold up one sec, guys. I'm getting another. Yeah, just reading the chat. Oh, we have a new guy in the chat. We have a new contributor in the chat. Let me just address this guy real quick. Okay, am I saying this right? His name is. Oh my, what a username. His name is Croneshaver. Yeah, like it's exactly what you think it is. Capital CROHNS, capital HAVER, Croneshaver. He's saying, hey, you should do a face reveal. And also, okay, and let's give a shout. There's a little link. Let's give a shout out to Croneshaver. He's over on Twitch. He streams Minecraft and Fortnite and a bunch of other cool games over on Twitch. Maybe some Zoids, who knows? Maybe some Zoids. But yeah, Croneshaver is asking me, hey man, you should do a face reveal. Yeah, yeah, you never know. You never know. I'm gonna chew on my candy cigarette. You never know. I think once we get to the, once we get to the subscribers up there, you know, once we get up to like 50 dozen subscribers, that'd be cool. Yeah, I could do a face reveal. That'd be cool. But anyway, yeah, no, seems like a cool dude. I want to give him a quick shout out. I love gamers. I love the gaming community. I love Twitch. I think about starting a Twitch myself. I just don't know what I would stream. You know, maybe some Zoids. I need to find Zoids, but then maybe I would just stream Zoids. But anyway, yeah. Follow Croneshaver on Twitch. Anyway, I'm getting so off topic. I promise this won't be an hour and 10 minutes like the Borderlands video. I want to be able to upload this. Okay. Oh god, I can't stop eating this. All right. Yeah, maybe this is addictive too. Holy shit. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm already down to. All right, hold on. I need to get a new candy cigarette. Oh, it's so good. All right. I'm not gonna eat this one. I need it for demonstration purposes. Okay. So here's what's up. We need to get real. Okay. We need to get real, and people need to just start giving these kids some tough love, and be brutally honest. Because drugs will ruin your life. Drugs will destroy you. There's so much to cover. So let's keep it simple. I would just say don't do drugs. I know it's a trite expression, but it's so true. There's so much out there, guys. There's so much out there. You know, there's YouTube, there's video games, there's like comic books and movies and stuff, and like I don't know, like sports, rhythmic gymnastics. You know, synchronized swimming. Like there's so many things. You know, there's so many other things out there, and to give your life away to drugs, I just can't agree with it. I just can't agree with it. Yeah, I mean, I have so many stories to share, you know. I have so many anecdotes where it's like, and you kind of need to like see something IRL for it to be real, you know what I mean? Like you need to like, so for example, it's like with cigarettes, it's like, oh, you know, it's not a big deal. Like I just smoke a pack a day or whatever. Well, it is a big deal. It's a big deal for a lot of reasons, guys, because it's like, I mean, number one, drugs are expensive, man. Drugs are expensive. Like, there's a reason all these druggies turn to crime and like rob people and stuff, because like they can't afford it, and they need the drugs because they get addicted and they can't afford it, so they have to start stealing. So now you're a criminal. Congratulations. now you've escalated. Now you're stealing from people to buy your drugs, or you're selling all of your shit. I've seen this happen too. I've seen people just like sell everything, like sell all of their shit, and it's like, okay, so now you have nothing, and you have enough money for like one more joint. And then what? And then what? You know, but you're not thinking logically. You're not thinking like that. You're not thinking logically. You're just like, okay, I just need the drugs. You know, I just need the next hit. And, like, I'll do whatever. You know, I'll sell my car. You know. Well, now what? Now you have to walk everywhere. And congratulations, you know. But, yeah, no, like I had this coworker at my summer job this one summer. And, like, he was a cool dude. And he was great. And, you know, he was a hard worker and stuff. But, like, oh, my God. This guy smoked a pack a day, and like you could tell he had the freaking smoker's cough, and it affected his work, because it's like, I mean, he had breathing problems, so there's that. Like he's constantly coughing, and like he had breathing problems. You know, he's running around, and like he sounds like he's about to die when he had to like run around, And like, and also like the addiction side, like, you know, he has to smoke. He needs a smoke break. He needs a smoke break like every 10 freaking minutes. And it's like, dude, like, we need you to work. He's like, I know, man. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I've seen this with so many people. It's like, and so many people try to write off as like, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Like, I'm trying to have like a card game with a bunch of friends, and this guy every like 2 minutes, he's just like, oh, I need to smoke, and he just like gets up and leaves, and you know, and it's like, oh, okay, is he like coming back, or like what's going on, you know? Anyway, that's just an example, guys. But yeah, it takes its toll on your health. It takes its toll on your wallet. You know, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And times have changed so much. I hope we're getting to the point where drugs aren't cool anymore, because I know, for example, back in like the frickin', what was it, like the 50s or 60s, I mean, cigarettes were everywhere. You know, like literally every movie, every show, everyone is constantly smoking because it was, you know, quote unquote cool. People were like smoking in bed. People were smoking in bed. Like people were smoking at dinner, and I'm like, yo, IRL, like that's rude. That would be rude. That'd be rude. It's like that smells, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to eat my food, and you're freaking, you know, ash is getting in my food. Like, stop it, you know. Yeah, people were smoking everywhere, in bed, at dinner, you know, during sex, like they're smoking. It's like, you know, you couldn't escape it, because, and then guess what? And that was before the studies were done. And then it's like, guess what? Oh, by the way, smoking gives you lung cancer and kills you. Oh, now it's not cool anymore. So it's like, I mean, obviously people still smoke in movies and stuff, but like, it was just so different back then. So now we're more enlightened and everything. But yeah, no, it's just like, I get it. Like, I get it. You know, there's like that peer pressure aspect. Like, hey, like, you don't want to be the odd man out. You're like at a party and everyone's smoking, and then this guy's like, hey man, you know, come on, be cool, like smoke a doobie with us, like, come on, you know. And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to say no. And, hey, you know what? Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. I'm gonna incorporate my change my mind anti-friends video. Like, maybe that's what Bruce was like going for. Like, you know, he was having like that 40 chess moment, like big brain moment. He was like, holy shit, you know, can't get peer pressured into drugs if don't have friends. You know, okay, don't have friends, can't get peer. You know. You see where I'm going with this? Like, I mean, that's true. That is true. You can't get peer pressured into doing drugs if you don't have friends to peer pressure you in the first place. But, you know, the downside is you don't have friends and you're, you know, lonely. I'm getting way off topic, chat. I'm going way off the rails here. Sorry. But yeah, no. I mean, try expressions. They're not going to work. Hopefully, some anecdotes, you know, might you know, stick with people. But I think we need a new tactic, and I don't know if this has been tried before, but I'm just gonna be real here and just appeal to human vanity. Human vanity. We all have it. I have it. I'm vain. I'll admit it. I spend 15 to 20 minutes every morning, you know, getting ready, looking at myself in the mirror, getting the hair just right, getting the sunglasses just perched just right on my nose because I want to look fresh. I want to look fresh. I want to look fire. I want to, you know, get my drip on and go out the door because, hey, you know, I'm married to Elizabeth Olsen. You know, I want to look good. I don't, you know, I got to represent my wife. You know, she's going to abandon me if I don't look cool. But yeah, no, she, you know, yeah. So like, we all have that side. You know, we all deep down want to look good, and it's like, you know, again, just being real here. Like, I'm talking to you ladies out there, especially like girls. You know, you're all beautiful. You're all so beautiful, and I know you want to stay beautiful. I know you do. Like, that's what we all want, right? Like, we all want to stay young and beautiful. Do you want to look like a much worse, like fugglier version of yourself, like much quicker than you would normally would? Do you want to look like 10 years older than you should, or 20 years older than you should? Yeah, I mean, I have a shortcut. Like, here you go. Here you go. Here's a magical like aging elixir. It'll make you look like shit so quickly after a couple of years. Like seriously, it's like I don't want to resort to scare oh, there's my hand. I don't want to resort to scare tactics, but like, it's true. You know, I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen to people in my life, where it's like, you know, drugs, they like cigarettes, they freaking turn your teeth yellow. They freaking turn your fingertips yellow. They give you bad breath. You know, even pot, you smell like pot when you do pot. Like, you know, beer, booze, like you want to smell like booze. Like, you know, no, you don't. Freaking, you know, you do drugs, your teeth will fall out. You know, you start looking older. You start looking older. Like oh my God, you know, one of the reasons that everyone keeps asking me, like, Slender Boy, how do you do it? Like, how do you look so goddamn handsome? And I'm like, oh, thank you. I mean, part of it is just like lucky genes, lucky lights. There you go, lucky lights, lucky genes. Lucky genes. But yeah, the other part of it is, yeah, you know, I go out, I get some sunlight, I get some vitamin D, I drink Sunny D, I exercise, I eat 3 meals a day, and I mainly I just don't do drugs. I don't do drugs, and that's the key ingredient, guys. Like, seriously, you want to look like you're 20 when you're 30. You want to look like you're in your 20s when you're actually like 30, you know, or so on. You want to look 30 when you're actually 40, and so on. Yeah, just live a drug-free life. Like, it's that simple. You know, I have all of these, you know, acquaintances that I know from like high school. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Like girls, listen up. There was this girl in my high school, you know, at Hogwarts. Let's just call her Becky. Yeah, Becky was so beautiful. Becky was like the belle of the ball. I didn't intend for that alliteration there. Yeah, no, I had a thing for Becky. You know, oh no, everyone in the chat, don't tell his wife. I didn't know her yet. Hashtag don't tell Lizzie. Yeah, don't tell Lizzie about Becky. No, I didn't know her yet. Yeah, anyway, no, I didn't go out with Becky. I did not hook up with Becky. No, she was way too popular. I was so out of her league. Your boy was nowhere in that league, guys. Your boy was nowhere in that league. But Becky, yeah, I mean, even back then, yeah, she was doing some drugs. She hung out with the wrong crowd. She smoked and she drank, and then that led to other things. That you know, I'm sure. But yeah, Becky, you know, she was so beautiful, and then, I mean, I kept in touch, you know, over, like, you know, social media, Facebook and stuff, and I see Becky like 10 years later. I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa, Becky, throw her back. Oh my God, yeah, no, she looked like she was like 30 years older. I mean, she had wrinkles. Honest to God, she had wrinkles. She looked so much older, and she just looked terrible. I'm sorry, you know, I'm just girls, I'm just getting real here. Like, you want to look like shit, you want to look fugly, you know, you want to look terrible, you want to look like the worst version of yourself. Yeah, do drugs. You do lots of drugs. That is the shortcut. Guys, I know guys are harder. Guys, you don't care as much about the appearance. I get it. But drugs affect you too. Okay, drugs affect you too. You know, I mean, how do I put this? Like, consuming too much alcohol, it's gonna give you issues. It's gonna give you issues in the bedroom. Let's just leave it at that. It's gonna give you issues. You know, you want to feel like a man. You know, you want to not have problems feeling like a man. Yeah. Don't go too hard on X, Y, and Z, because you're gonna have some issues in the bedroom. And it's just like Adriana said to Christopher Moltisanti during his intervention. It's like he was doing so many drugs, and he was not able to satisfy. He was not able to perform as a man with her because of all the drugs he was doing. I hope you see where I'm going with this. I don't want to get too explicit here, but yeah, that's the side of drugs that you just don't want to think about. But like, there it is. Girls, you're gonna get fugly. Guys, you're gonna get fugly. I know you don't care about that, but you also won't be able to perform as a man. I know you care about that. So yeah, and I think there's something universal here that all humans can relate to here. So I hope we can all come together and just kind of, and everyone likes to not be poor, right? Everyone likes to like not be broke. So, you know, drugs are really way too goddamn expensive. And, you know, you're going to spend all your money on drugs. And then when you run out of money, like I said, you're going to turn to crime, and then you'll have to go to jail, and no one wants to do that either. So, yeah, don't do drugs. I think that's the moral of the story. All these things stem from this one thing. Not doing drugs would be so much better. You know, find a hobby. Read. You know, paint. I don't know, get a dog and play with it in the park. Throw a frisbee around, you know. I don't know. Spend time with your lady friend. I don't know, you know. And if your lady friend does drugs, you know, maybe get away from her. You know, maybe sometimes you gotta see a problem when it's there. And I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, like don't misconstrue me. I'm not saying like, oh, if my wife smokes, I have to break up with it. No, but like, But like if she does more than, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, drinking, smoking, but if she does like more than that, it's time to realize, okay, you know, this is not good for me. This is not good for me. Anyway, yeah. I took way too long to say a very simple thing, which I'm sure is what our public school system's health classes do as well. Anyway, don't do drugs, kids, because it'll ruin your life and you'll be ugly and broke. You want to be the best version of yourself. You want to be the best you can be, the most beautiful you, and the only way to do that is to stay away from drugs. That's the long and the short of it. You want to look young and beautiful forever, like Legolas in Lord of the Rings. Legolas doesn't do drugs. He just eats, you know, seaweed or whatever. He just eats like lots of lettuce and salad, and you know, he plays the flute, and he looks, you know, really good for his age. I'm sure, you know, whatever. He's like 500 years old, and he looks really good. He looks really good for his age. Anyway, I'm getting so off topic. So that's about it. I'm just looking at the chat. I got a good question here. Okay, I got a good question here. So, Thunderboy, if you could be any sandwich, what sandwich would you be? What a question. I mean, for me that's easy. I would be a nice crispy chicken parm panini, and now I really want a crispy chicken parm panini. But yeah, that's what I would be, because I would be the kind of sandwich that I would want to eat, obviously. So there it is. Got some more comments in the chat. Let's see. Okay, Susan's replying. Okay, well she's basically okay. Susan's saying, well, I don't really eat sandwiches, but I do enjoy in the morning for breakfast a nice crisp piece of toast with orange marmalade spread across. Well, I mean, okay, so that's bread. You could take two of those slices and just kind of put them on top of each other, and then that's a sandwich, right? Two slices equals bread on top of another with something in between. There it is. Literally the definition of a sandwich. So I will accept that answer. I will accept that answer. Oh no, Ralphie C's writing. So do I even want to know? Do I even want to know what kind of? I will read the comment regardless, because I can't help myself. I do want to know what sandwich you would be. Slenderboy. Well, I'd be a double bacon cheeseburger, but not just any double bacon cheeseburger. No. I want to be the donut cheeseburger. You know the Krispy Kreme glazed donut for the buns. Oh my lord, that sounds like a heart attack in a bun. Yeah, not even in a bun. They're donuts instead of buns. That sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen, Ralphie. That might be another video. I mean, like, obviously don't do drugs, like, throw this out. But, like, you know, eating bad is also going to lead you to an early grave just as quickly. So, yeah, don't, whatever the hell he just described, don't eat that. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. And then people are asking, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll answer this real quick, because now everyone wants, for some reason, we're just comparing people to sandwiches, and everyone wants to know, Slender Boy, what kind of sandwich do you think your eternal rival Slenderman 2024 would be? What kind of sandwich? Oh, that guy? I mean, the less said about that guy, the better. What kind of sandwich would he be? I actually have the perfect answer, because I just watched an episode of this TV show. Quick little segue into that. But yeah, no. Okay, so this is such a deep cut, guys. This is such a deep cut, fam. I'm sorry, but there is a Season 6B episode of The Sopranos. I know I'm like 20 years too late. I'm like just getting through The Sopranos now. But there's a Season 6B episode where Carmela, she like comes out with this platter and she's like, oh, AJ, you know, I just made your favorite, your Lincoln Log sandwiches. Oh my lord, those were the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. So basically she took a bun, from my understanding, guys, she took a bun, she spread cream cheese on it. Then she took a hot dog, split it down the middle, okay, butterfly style. She split open the hot dog. Then she spread cream cheese in the middle of the hot dog. But she did that for every sandwich. And I guess that's like what a Lincoln Log sandwich is. I've never heard of that. That's, you know, I would never eat that. But yeah, that he would, I guess I would compare him to that stinky sandwich. That's what he would be. A Lincoln Log sandwich. Oh, okay, and then Ralphie C has to say something. All right, I'll let him have the final word. But he's going off again. He's like, yeah, Slender Boy. Don't you think Slender Man would want lots of meat? He'd want triple meat in a sandwich. Maybe a big sausage, big meat in a sandwich. Oh, what do I even say to that? What can you say to that? I mean, some guys just obviously never left high school. That's just the long and the short of it. We're already at 30 minutes, guys. I'm gonna have to say GG fam. Please don't do drugs, and please never eat Lincoln Log sandwiches or whatever, anything that like sets off your spidey sense. Like you know when you can kind of like tell when you're looking at something like the Baconator or that Krispy Kreme donut instead of a bun hamburger, or like the KFC double down, if you remember that. Like you see something and you're just like, no, your body's just like, no, nope, pass, nope. I do not want that, because I will die. And you just kind of, your self-preservation instinct hopefully kicks in, and you put the sandwich down and you do not eat it because, Anyway, until next time, GG fam, GG.